This is tape 2. My name is Helen Desmond, and I am interviewing Henry Rosenfarb, who is a survivor of the Nazi Holocaust. Now, Henry, before we go on with your liberation, let's go back and think about the time you spent in all the different camps. And tell me again, what is the first thing, the most vivid memory that you have of an experience that you witnessed or had yourself in the camps?
The camp, when I was in the camp, I didn't do no resistance, and I followed what they want me to do. I did it, and what's gonna be, gonna be. I didn't think about it.
But something that you saw that sticks with you, good or bad, that you remember that happened, not necessarily to you, but something that you saw that bothered you or stayed with you.
It bothers me. It bothers me a lot when they took away my sister. She could survive another few more days. So the last, she went with the last group, and she thanked her, hey, I'm alive. That's what it is.
Okay. All right, so tell me now about your liberation. You were on a train. It was an open train?
No, it was closed.
This was a closed train.
Passenger train.
I'm sorry?
A passenger train, yeah.
Passenger train? Did this train have seats? You know, were you able to sit and...
Right.
Uh-huh.
But, oh yeah.
Okay. And when did this happen? What happened?
We took us out from Allah.
Yeah.
And by the end of April, and the Swiss Blue Cross, the Switzerland, the Blue Cross.
The Red Cross?
Blue Cross, Red Cross?
Red Cross.
Give us some packages.
Food when you were still in Allah?
On the train, no, on the train,
oh,
not in Allah.
Did it
on
stop?
The train, going near Veldaving. On the train, still the train is still stopped.
It stopped?
It stopped.
Oh, okay. And the Swiss Red Cross came in?
They come in with some, and they give us some packages.
Did they give everybody packages?
Everybody on the train.
And what was in those packages?
Food, dry food, yeah, dry milk, dry some nuts, some packages with dry food.
What did you think about that?
We know it. That's the end.
You knew that.
And we still was thinking they may still kill us. But the intention was to kill us. When they already let the Blue Cross, the Red Cross, well, we already figured we're gonna be saved already.
So you felt you were saved. Did any soldiers come on the train?
Yeah, sure.
What kind of
guards? A lot of guards. There was guards. There was next to the also they got to watch the train.
What kind of guards?
There was soldiers.
From what?
Germans.
German soldiers.
Germans, mostly Germans.
And what happened to those German soldiers?
Then when we got liberated, So the soldiers, they took them away. The American army, the American liberated us. So they took them away. They took them away. A lot of was running away. I don't know. They took them away.
Where did the American Army stop the train?
Yes, the stain was trapped. The stain was still.
Was still.
So it didn't run.
Is this the place where the Swiss Red Cross got on?
Yes, they got on a day before.
And the train never moved at that point?
No, never moved, no more.
Oh, all right. Now, what date was that? Do you remember?
This was when the Swiss give us in the 29th of April, and the American Army come in the 30th, a day later. When the Swiss give us the packages, we still got the German guard.
So April 30th
Right,
was when you were liberated.
right.
Did the Swiss tell you that the...
No, nothing.
All right. You don't know why the train was stopped for so long, do you?
They couldn't go, they couldn't go no more. It was broken.
Oh, the tracks were
They
damaged.
got bombed. They got bombed. The
Tracks.
Right, the tracks, and they also got special to kill us. If they find some sacks with chlorine, everybody going to be shot or killed, and they're going to put it in this kind of sacks. They don't want to have no witnesses.
And the chlorine was found on the train.
On the train, there was a special another train with all the sacks. You find it. It's an extra train what carries luggage.
And where were they going to do this?
In the woods.
In the mountains?
In the mountains over there, in the woods. Right, correct. They find all the sacks with the chlorine. They're supposed to kill us.
Okay. All right,
And
so...
they took us out from Allah.
And where was this? Do you know exactly where you were when this happened?
Not exactly. We was between Tutzing and Feldafing.
Okay.
So we're in the mountain. And it's not far from the Austrian border.
Near the
Garmisch, Partenkirchen, Garmisch.
Garmisch is the name?
Garmisch, Partenkirchen. It's a big ski town.
So that's where it was?
That's what it was, exactly. That's what it was. Garmisch, Partenkirchen. That's a big ski town that used to be a ski resort before the, by Germany.
Okay.
Very big town, a big place, special for skiing.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what was the reaction of the people, the soldiers who rescued you, when they saw you on the train?
Very happy, very happy. And there was, I didn't speak no English, and they used to, and they used to take us around. That's we liberated, and then they took us, and they took to the towns over there, the town over in Garmisch, to the houses. We should sleep over there. They tried to allocate us to where to sleep, and they brought food. They brought right away food. And a lot of us sick, and they put them right away in this kind of special place where they have doctors, and from the army, all the army.
And did you ever find, during that time, did you find anyone that spoke Yiddish, any soldier that spoke?
Yes, we find it. We find it, soldiers. We find that soldiers spoke Yiddish. You find soldiers that they didn't speak Yiddish, just show us they're Jewish.
Okay.
Some was wearing Mogen David. They show us, they throw out, they want to show us in English. They didn't know Yiddish. And some was speaking Jewish.
And were the ones that you could communicate with,
Right.
What did they say when in Yiddish? How did they treat you? Well, you said they treated you well, but
Treat you very well. They said that's we got you out, and that's it. You wouldn't suffer no more, and you're free. And Yiddish, and they got they got a few words that speak German also. We couldn't understand them, but we was really in Germany with it, so we know a little more German. And I got some soldiers, they used to speak German, Jewish. Yeah.
all right. So they took you out right away, and they allowed you to go into the homes of the
homes.
town.
They put us in homes, and
Were there civilians living in those homes?
Germans.
Germans,
Germans,
yes.
mostly women by themselves. No men, we didn't see. We see some occasionally old men. We didn't see no regular men.
They had been taken to the army.
Right, exactly. Or they were hiding themselves, or they taken to the army.
How did they treat you, the population, the
They
general?
got scary. They looked scary, you know. They didn't know themselves what they're going to do to them. And the war was still going on. Another week.
Right.
I think May 8th.
Yeah.
So it's they tried to treat us nice, you know.
But you were well enough to go.
Yes. Oh, yes. I was well enough to go. I didn't need no help. I know a few that went to this kind of treatments. They couldn't walk. And
How about clothing? Did you get new clothing in any way, or were you still wearing your?
No, we got new.
From
We got
whom?
they went in the soldiers with us, and they looked in the closets, and they asked the woman to give him some clothing. They took it away. Yeah, I changed it.
Right away.
Yeah, right away. It didn't fit right, but it was.
All right. So who were you with at that time?
I was with some other prisoners.
Yeah.
With other settlers.
But were they friends of yours? Did you
Yes, we
consider
got
them
very
friends?
friendly. Yeah, oh yeah,
All right.
we got very friendly.
How long did you stay in this town of Garnish?
We stay, I think 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days. Then they took us to this camp, the Feldafing.
The army,
The army took us over. Yeah.
and how did you
With the
get there?
trucks. It's only
Okay,
a few
by
kilometers.
trucks.
With the
Okay.
trucks, they took us up in the truck, and they took us over to this camp, and they fast over the buildings from the Hitlerjugend. Was a camp for the Hitlerjugend in Feldafing, and they located us there.
Were there other freed prisoners there, but freed people? Were there other Häftling in Feldafing when you got there, or were you the first ones to come?
We all got actually from the first one, and it's we got the first one, and it's come from different. Then they brought women too. They brought women too. A day later, I think. Yeah, we got the first one.
And who administered this camp? Who
The
took
minister camp, an American.
American Army?
American Army captain. He happened to be a German Jew, and he spoke very good German. He could call for he administered.
Okay. And
Yeah.
tell me about this camp.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, we'll take a moment then. Don't get up yet, because you have to get unhooked. Okay, this is still tape 2, and we're just continuing the interview after a brief interlude. We were talking about your arrival to Feldafing and you're settling in. What kind of place did you live in Feldafing? Where did you?
It was they put up some beds, you know, the men separate, the women separate, and you know, just mostly single men. And there was a downstairs and upstairs, you know, to go, you know, beds.
Oh, the beds were also bunk beds.
Yes, sure.
There too.
The bunk beds, they got it from the camp from before.
Oh, right, because this had been an army camp at
This
one
was a
time.
Hitlerjugend.
A Hitlerjugend camp.
Hitlerjugend camp. A nice camp. A nice town. Very resort town.
All right. And men, you were with men. Did you have a separate bed this time? Or were there?
Oh, yeah, by myself. One downstairs, one upstairs.
Okay.
By myself.
All right. And what was the food like there?
Eating?
Eating, yeah.
Oh yeah, we get enough food.
Normal
They bought us
food.
a normal, mostly American food.
Was that difficult for you to get used to?
Not special. We was very hungry and we was very happy. You know, some things we didn't like it, but generally, then we got some regular food for Germany, German. So we got enough food, plenty food.
Now in Feldafing, was everybody who stayed there, were they all Jewish? Was it all Jewish people?
All Jewish.
All right. So tell me about that camp. What did
DP camp. Displaced
a
persons.
displaced persons camp?
Correct.
How long did you stay in that camp?
5.5 years.
5.5 years. Okay. Why did you stay in a DP camp? Can you answer that?
I have no other place to go.
Did you try to find the rest of your family?
Yes, I know it. That's my brother is going to be alive. I went to Russia, and my sister going to be alive. They went to Russia, and I know. Then I find out my sister got killed, and they took her away in May of 1944, and that's it. And my two brothers, I got two older brothers married, and I find out they got killed in the gas chamber in Chelmno. And so that's it.
So who survived?
I survived.
And your sister and brother from Russia?
Russia survived.
So 3 of you survived.
So with their family.
In the immediate family.
Right.
Did you find other family members, aunts or uncles
Oh
or
yeah,
cousins?
I find my brother's wife. She survived. They took away the child in the ghetto. They took away and she survived. And there's some relative, right?
All right. Now, did you get any education or training while you were in the DP camp?
No.
Any schooling of any kind? Did they teach you anything?
No schooling. No schooling. I worked.
What did you do?
I worked by the food. The food to give out the food.
So you worked for the army?
No, this was for the camp.
I know, for
our people.
Well, who paid you, or did you get paid?
I get no paid. It's a voluntary. I got extra food.
But it was a voluntary job.
It's a voluntary job.
Okay.
Yes.
And how about clothing? And if you needed a coat or
clothing, yes, clothing. They give it to you. They bought some clothing. So you bought some clothing. They give it to you.
Well, this was under the protection of the army, wasn't it?
Yes, the army was yes, but then the Jewish people made a board.
Okay.
They have like
to administer it.
They managed the camp. That's like 5,000 Jewish people.
Okay. So 5,000 people eventually came together there?
Yes.
All right. And you helped distribute food for
right.
And did you do that the whole time that you were in the camp?
No, and then I give it up. I got married, and I got a child, so I give it up.
All right, we're going to talk about that. How did you meet your wife?
My wife I meet, she was my sister-in-law sister. So I met her by my sister-in-law, by my brother.
Mm-hmm. And did you know her from before?
Yes.
All right. And when did you get married?
I got married in 1947, in June.
And what was your wife's name?
Rivka.
And her last name?
Her last name was Miski.
And she was also from Lodz.
Yes.
Okay. Now, all this time, were you living in that same barrack before you got married?
No.
You moved out
When
of there?
when we moved out from this barrack. No, we moved out to a private home.
Within
Feldafing.
Within
We
Feldafing.
got private homes.
All right. Were you alone, just one couple in the private home, or did you share
No,
the home?
I shared with my brother.
Oh, your brother lived with you. Okay. And his wife?
And his wife. And a child.
And he had a child.
And then I got a child.
Okay. So, and your child was still born in
Feldafing.
in Feldafing. And what was your child? What, a boy, a girl?
Boy.
And when was he born?
He was born February 10, 1949.
Okay. Now, during this time, what kind of plans were you making? Were you making
I made plans to emigrate.
And who helped you? Were there any organizations?
Yeah, sure. The Hayas.
The Hayas?
Yes.
Anything else? Just Hayas?
Yeah, the Hayas. Just the
Okay.
Hayas. And yeah.
Where did you want to go?
I want to go to Israel. Over my wife don't want to go. She said it's a very hard life with the child. So we applied to go to United States.
Did you know anybody? Did you have any relatives?
No, my sister emigrated about a year before me.
So your sister was there.
Right.
And did she come to Feldafing also?
Yes, sure.
So you had some family there with you.
I got my sister with a husband, with a child. And I got my brother with a wife, with a child. After a year later.
That was very nice.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right.
But your sister was able to get passage before you did. Your sister was able to leave before you
Before
were.
me, right.
Did she help in any way to get you?
My sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. She helped me a little bit.
Okay. When did you get your papers from Hayas?
I got the papers in 19. And I think it took a year until end of 1949.
All right. And to go to the United States.
Right.
And did you come then?
Then I come end of 50. It took me a year to everything. They postponed and this to go to the. And my wife got some health problems,
So that
they hold it back, and finally they let it go. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, while you were in Feldafing, did you have access to go out of the camp, and
Oh yeah. Sure.
did you do that often?
Oh sure.
What was the attitude of the people,
The German.
the German people?
They tried to be nice.
Did they ever say anything to you about what was going?
I was trying to talk to them. They said they couldn't help themselves. They didn't know that's with their gas chambers, that they killed the Jews. And everybody denied that they didn't know nothing about it, and they tried to be nice to us.
Okay. All right. So by the end of 1950, you were able to leave.
Right.
Your little boy was
Almost 2 years.
almost 2 years old.
Right.
And how did you get here?
By ship.
Do you remember the name of the ship?
Yes, General Below.
Can you spell that last name?
Below, B-O, I think it's a double O, B-O-L-L-O, Below. That's a general.
Okay. How was that? How was your crossing? How did that?
Not so good. It was a rough crossing.
Mm-hmm. And that was in when? December?
That was December. I come here December 24th, and I left December. It was 10 days. December 11, I think. I left
Okay.
Germany.
December 21st, you arrived
Bremerhaven, yeah.
from Bremerhaven.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So you arrived where?
I arrived in New York.
Did you go?
New York Harbor.
Did you see the Statue of Liberty as you came in?
Yes, yes, sure.
Tell me what you thought about that.
We saw it this, and we got very excited, and everybody was very happy about it. And look, we're in a free country, in a free land, and it's really marvelous. We could make it to come here.
You came right before Christmas.
Right before Christmas.
When everything was decorated.
Oh, decorated, was so much light. When you come here at night, it was so much unbelievable. The scenery was so nice.
And what did you think about New York City itself?
I think about it. It's a nice big town, and you know, I heard about it in Germany, and I figured I'm gonna try to make a living.
Did you prepare in any way during those years that you were in Feldafing to learn English, or?
Yes, yes, I went a little bit, right, but not too much. Then when I come here, I went to night school.
So when you arrived, who met you? Who met you at the boat?
My sister.
She did. Where was she living at that time?
In Bronx.
And where did you go from when you arrived?
With the Hayas, in a hotel.
Okay. And how long did you stay with them?
I stayed in the hotel, I think about 2 weeks. Yeah.
And what did you do in that time?
Nothing. We looked around for an apartment. And we went to the Hayas that was on Lafayette, and we went there to eat. They have a kitchen over there. We went there, and in the hotel, we walked over. The hotel was by Washington Square. That's not far. We walked over and we eat over there. Then they find an apartment for us.
And where was that?
Bronx too.
Okay. And what kind of work did you do?
I have no trade actually. Just that I did in Poland. It wasn't nothing here in America. So I went to work in a grocery store.
Doing what?
Stocking up the shelves. Doing, you know.
In the Bronx?
In the Bronx.
Okay. And your wife was taking care of
Take care of the child.
What kind of an apartment did they find for you?
They find for me a nice apartment. It was too much, a little more expensive. The rent was like $45, I think. So I took in a boarder. You know, I got 2 bedrooms.
Oh, okay.
Right. 1 bedroom, and I took the boarder, and I don't remember exactly. Well, anyway, I got a boarder, and he paid me $20. It cost me only $25. So, and I made, I think, $35 a week. So I got through. I got enough.
All right. And how long did you work in the grocery store?
About a year and a half.
And then what did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do next?
I bought my own store with another Holocaust survivor together, partner.
Was that also in the Bronx?
No, went to Brooklyn.
Did you move at that time?
Yes, I moved to yes, sure.
Okay.
We went to Brooklyn, to Bedford-Stuyvesant section, color section.
Well, isn't that also a very religious section?
Very what?
Religious? Aren't there?
No, no,
No,
no,
no.
no, no. Only
Only.
color people. No religious.
Okay.
No Jewish.
Okay.
No Jewish at all.
All right. Well, let's talk about those first few years. Did you get any special help after Hayas helping?
Yes, in Hayas.
Hayas continued to help you
After I bought the store, no.
up until that time.
Up
they
until
did.
that time, yes.
All right. What attitude did you encounter? What did you find about the people around you, the American people? How did they react to you?
Very nice.
Did anybody?
Very helpful.
Very helpful? Okay. Now, did you have any more children after
Yes.
you arrived here?
Yes, later on. 1956.
Your next child was born? All right. And where were you living then?
Brooklyn.
Still, now you settled in Brooklyn,
Yes.
is that right?
I got the store in Brooklyn.
Did you live with the store or separate from the store? Did you?
Separate.
Okay. And in 1956, who was born?
Yes.
Which one? Which child?
It's also a boy, Owen.
Erwin. And what was your first son's name?
Sam.
Okay. And how did you, were you able to cope with the new type of living? This was very different from what you had known in Europe.
Oh yeah, big difference.
How did you deal with that?
I deal very well. It's a big change.
Okay. Did you continue with your Jewish faith? Did you belong to a temple or a synagogue? No. All right. And then you had other children?
I got two. No. One in Germany, one in two sons.
Oh, two sons, and that's
it.
That's it. Okay. Now, how did your older son Sam? He was a baby.
Right.
Did he have any problem with understanding the language, or did he learn English right away?
I learn English, and I speak to him Yiddish.
Oh, so
I didn't know English too much.
So his first language was Yiddish. When did he learn to speak English?
About 2 years. 2 years. Oh yeah.
And how about Erwin? Did you have?
When I know English already. When I was already 6-7 years.
And how about your wife? How did she manage?
She managed. She started learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when you first came to this country, did you speak about the Holocaust to any of the, not your friends, but to Americans?
Yes, sure.
And what was their reaction?
The same thing. They didn't know too much about it, and they feel bad, very bad.
When you told them your stories?
When I told them the story, sure.
All right. And in later years, did you start to speak to any other people? Did you speak to groups or anything like that?
To who?
Groups of people.
No, not special. I went a few times to school. Yeah, here in Florida. In New York, no. I was busy with my job.
All right.
So I went to a school here. Yeah.
Did you speak about your experiences to your children?
Yes, not too much. I speak more to my grandchildren about it. After I didn't speak too much to my children. I couldn't. I didn't feel to talk about it.
Did your wife talk about her
A little
experience?
bit more. Also not too much. But yeah, now it's my grandchildren. I
How
speak a
many
lot.
grandchildren do you have?
I have 5.
And do you have any great-grandchildren?
Yes, 6 now.
So you spoke with your grandchildren.
Yes, sure.
What was their reaction when you told them?
They're very, they admire me. That's I went through so much, and I'm they're very, very, they feel very bad about it, and they look up at me. Look, Grandpa, you went through a lot.
Are your great-grandchildren old enough?
No.
Not
No.
yet. All right. What do you feel is the most important lesson of the Holocaust? What do you want to pass on to your grandchildren and great-grandchildren?
I feel that's it's I hope, and I think about it, that it's never going to happen again. And it's something what this Holocaust brought to us was unbelievable, and I don't think so. That the Jewish people gonna go through again this kind of Holocaust. And the main thing I feel to teach the children, and they should know about it. And that this kind of things should never should happen again. Something like this, and it's and I hope that's never going to happen again.
All right, Henry, is there anything about your experiences during the Holocaust that I haven't asked you about that you would like to tell us? Something that I may have forgotten to ask you.
That also, I have to say it, that it was also some Germans, but they tried to help us during the Holocaust. And young Germans, SS, and they risked they could get arrested probably, and they put up some food for us, and it helps me a lot in Auschwitz, in Birkenau.
In Birkenau, they did help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to mention this.
Okay. All right, well, I want to thank you very much.
My pleasure.
You have...
Everything is fine.
All right, wait just a moment. We're not
Yes.
finished yet.
Yes, yes, yes.
Again, I thank you. This has been Helen Desmond interviewing Henry Rosenfarb about his experiences as a survivor of the Nazi Holocaust. This interview will be included as a valuable contribution to the Oral History Library of the Holocaust Documentation and Education Center, Incorporated.